What's up, y'all? Welcome into the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. He's Michael Wallace. I'm Lang Whitaker. We are courtside at FedEx Forum tonight. Hopefully it is a warm-up show because it's cold outside. So hopefully we're able to get this thing warm up in here. And the Grizzlies are taking on the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. Hopefully the Grizzlies are able to warm up a little bit too after a couple of losses here. So the Grizzlies coming in off this loss to Atlanta the other night, 124 to 122. Had a 3 to win it at the buzzer. Weren't able to get it to go. The Pelicans, meanwhile, have lost 3 in a row. They've lost 14 of their last 16. Let's go back, Mike, to the other night, that the Hawks game. John Moran had the shot at the buzzer. Yeah. Had a chance to win it. Coach Isolo talked a little bit about having that final shot. The Grizzlies didn't call a timeout. Coach Isolo talked about all that went into the decision just to play without taking the timeout on that final shot.
We got that rebound with 6.8 seconds left. It was an uncontested rebound. Jalen was able to push it. Unfortunately, that pass, we got it to Ja, I think, at like 3.5 seconds or so. Those are the decisions you have to make during the game. Always, hindsight is always 2020. We had scored, I think, 5 of our last 6 offenses, pushing the break, and we've generally been better in those situations, and that's what the guys are trained to do, as in Jalen did what was expected. So basically the timeout could have been taken once he took 1 or 2 dribbles. Now you're working with a 4-second shot clock from a stationary position. Thought Ja did a great job in creating space for himself. I think the ball slipped a little bit out of his hand, but he still got a shot off in that situation, and you still have a game winner in the air.
Mike, a couple weeks ago, Coach Isolo said the Grizzlies didn't have a guy to take that shot at the end of the game. We had the guy this time. Yeah. Is it worth talking about this, or are we just like kind of living in hindsight here?
Yeah, you can live in hindsight, right? And again, in real time, in a vacuum, you make that decision. It doesn't work out. You live with it. You say, okay, this is why I did it. This is why I didn't use the timeouts. It didn't work out. The shot didn't fall. So be it. But I think it's the combination and the collection of late game issues that this Grizzlies team has had that puts this under the referendum type situation, right? And it's harder to just dismiss it from that standpoint. But having said that, listen, you want the ball in Ja's hands with 3 or 4 seconds left. It was in Ja's hands with 3 or 4 seconds left, and he was forced into a difficult shot, more difficult than it needed to be, and the results didn't get there.
I thought it was like, in retrospect, in the moment, I was like, you know what? Like it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, right? Like you don't know. In retrospect, thinking about it, I didn't realize Dyson Daniels wasn't
not
on
in
the
game.
court.
Yeah.
So it almost makes more sense that way. You think about that. The steals leader of the NBA not out there. Like you don't want to give them a chance to get him back out there.
To load up. Yeah. And that made sense. That's why it made sense, because they had to sub Dyson out on the previous possession because they were going on offense. Yeah. So, you know, when you look at what the Hawks were doing, they were doing offense to defensive substitutions. He was off the floor. But having said that, I would have called timeout simply because of the way the rebound came off. It went to Jalen Wells, and it took him 2 or 3 seconds to gather himself to get it to Ja Morant. If Ja got the rebound off the glass and just went, I'm fine with it. Yeah. But it was going to eat up too much time before you even got it across half court. And again, hindsight is 20/20, but at the end of the day, it didn't work out. You move on.
Well, Ja took that final shot. Had a nice game the other night. I had a clip here for us to talk about where Ja talked about the final shot. Yeah. Things have changed in the last 24 hours since I wrote this rundown for the show, because now Ja Morant is out for tonight's game with an elbow injury. Coach Isolo said pregame that still being evaluated, so don't really know the full extent of it, but Ja is definitely on the out list for tonight. We just got him back, plays a couple games, and now this happens. We all saw the injury happen. You know, we all saw him hit his elbow during the game and on one of those chase down blocks. Yeah. What does this do to the Grizzlies' situation at the moment and rotation even probably more immediately?
I mean, this is the in and out nature that the Grizzlies have been dealing with Ja Morant in particular all season long, right? Yeah. He can't sustain health for whatever reason. And, you know, again, it's a legitimate injury. He banged his elbow against the backboard going for a chase down block. So you credit him. Yeah. He had 3 blocks that night.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Right? So it was an effort injury from that standpoint. You know, he played the rest of the game. game. If this were a playoff game tonight, he probably could play. But when you talk about the situation, you know, we're referencing obviously the trade deadline approaching.
Yeah.
Ja Morant's name surfacing in potential trades, and whether the Grizzlies want to err on the side of caution or go back out there. Right now, the decision is for him not to play. So we'll see how long this lasts, and we'll see how much longer we get a chance to see Ja Morant in a Grizzlies uniform. And I hope we continue to see him. But again, the business of basketball is at hand right now. We'll see where this goes. The Grizzlies do not have anyone on the roster that is untouchable right now.
Yeah.
If the best deal comes in, you got to listen to it, and that includes Ja Morant all the way through the roster.
We also saw the other night Santi Aldama missed that game with soreness, and now he's definitely out tonight with knee soreness.
Yeah, and he just had calf soreness.
Yeah.
Right, so, yeah, that's another guy that's ever since, Europe. He played in both Europe games, got banged up, and hasn't been the same, hasn't been really available since then. So, Santi's kind of been hit and miss as well, too, with these injuries, and right now they're piling up because the Grizzlies are still. There is some encouraging news, though.
Yeah.
Isolo talked before the game, Lang, and you were right there about Ty Jerome. What was the latest on him?
I mean, you were there, too. He said that Ty Jerome's been playing 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Still needs to increase his workload and get some stamina back and get used to the NBA speed and all that. But he's playing 5-on-5. There were some clips we saw from practice in Europe where Ty Jerome was on the court, and people, I think a lot of fans saw that and were able to take that as a good sign. But specifically tonight, being without Santi Aldama, I don't know if people realize Santi leads this team in rebounds per game. He's been a key rebounder for this team. Jock Landale is able to go. He was questionable for a little while today, but he's going to play. Who do you think, rotation-wise, the Grizzlies are going to have to lean on to kind of fill some of these holes in it?
Well, I mean, Jock has played well now, regardless whether he's come off the bench or in the starting lineup. At first, he really struggled as a starter and was much better coming off the bench. With Santi not there, this is an opening for Gigi Jackson to get some of those power forward minutes. This is a situation where now the Grizzlies don't have extra bodies up front. So the onus is going to fall on Jock, Jaren, Gigi to really be the bigs in this situation. And beyond that, there's really not any other bodies there. Cedric Howard can rebound in a plus territory, so you can push him down to the 4 if you need to, but you certainly need all hands on deck when it comes to rebounding. Hell, the Grizzlies started Jitty, John Conchar, at center last game, so that didn't necessarily work out, but again, they have limited bodies up front now to go to.
And the Pelicans have more bigs than the Hawks had on that roster. Jock Landale, by the way, had his 6th double-double this season the other night with 13 points and 11 rebounds. He had 6 career double-doubles in his first 4 seasons in the NBA. And he's matched that already this season. He's been great for this team. Another guy who's been great this year and has really stepped it up lately is Gigi Jackson. We saw him a couple seasons ago when the Grizzlies were down a lot of bodies, kind of step into that scoring role, and we saw what he's capable of. Had some time this year in the G League, kind of figuring things out. He just did a tomahawk dunk behind me. Had spent some time this year kind of honing things, learning things. He's been back for about a month now. He's averaging 21 minutes per game, 9.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, almost 1 steal, almost 1 block. He's turned into a much more complete player, I think, to say, than he was. What have you seen from Gigi these last few games?
Yes, just the competitiveness to want to be engaged defensively. He understands, listen, I'm getting my minutes not because I'm going out there and having to score every possession. I have to be able to do other things. He's being competitive when it comes to his defensive assignment, his matchup there. He's not shying away from that side of the ball. He's also making plays to the weak side, to the opposite side offensively. He's getting the ball to the other side of the floor, and that's going to be important for him. Be a playmaker, be a defender, and let the offense come to you when those opportunities come. That takes a mature mindset, and Gigi is showing a lot more maturity now. I mean, again, the guy's 20, 21 years old. He's still the youngest player on the roster, one of the youngest. He's a young vet now. This is his third season.
Year,
so, I mean, he had a lot of growing up to do. He still has a lot of growing up to do, but he's finding a rhythm now, a sweet spot, where it's leading to consistent minutes.
I love watching him play that point of attack defense. That's a role he's kind of taken on this year. And we've seen him guard Luka Doncic and other big creators. And he's learning, he's figuring it out, but at least he's trying. You see him giving it his effort and giving it his best. And he has has all the physical skills to
do
be
it.
great at
right.
it.
Absolutely.
As long as he keeps working on it and is able to develop that. Going through the injury report one more time, Santi Aldama out, as we saw. Brandon Clark out. Zach Edey out. Ty Jerome out. John Moran out. And Scottie Pippen Jr. out. Jemai Meshack also out on a two-way transfer.
Right.
Although I think we'll see Javon Small and Omax tonight. I saw both of them warming up out here tonight. The Pelicans, Zion was questionable. He's going to go tonight. Herb Jones is out with or questionable with an ankle. I haven't seen an update on him. And then for the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray and Jose Alvarado are out tonight. Alvarado was out here shooting around, but coming back from an oblique injury. So he's out for tonight, too. All right, we're going to take a break. We had a big show tonight. Jessica Benson's going to join us. Joel Myers, the voice of the New Orleans Pelicans, will join us. We've got Dorian Ford, a Memphis legend, is going to join us. And then Michael Wallace will be back. You're watching the warm-up show on Grind City Media.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we're leaving. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
What's up? Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang Whitaker. She's Jessica Benson. We are courtside here at FedEx Forum as the city braces for Snowpocalypse 26. Getting ready for the Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. I said it's the warm-up show. Hopefully we
warm up.
Warm up. Yeah, we get a little warm. Jessica joins us as she always does right now to talk about tonight's main character. Who have you selected as tonight's main character?
Well, the weather is that girl,
Jack
but we
Frost?
do get to be inside today. I'm curious the Grizzlies starting lineup. That's my main character tonight against a Pelicans team that has pretty decent size.
Yeah.
They roll out Derek Queen. They're going to have Zion Williamson. Herb Jones is available tonight. Trey Murphy has some length to him. So do you continue to go with John Conchar, which we saw the other night? Santi Aldama will miss his second straight game with knee soreness. Or do you throw another wrench in there? You know, Thomas Islo spoke pregame about the juggling of lineups and having to roll with lineups that haven't had a lot of experience or any experience at all in practice. So what if you just throw a wrench and do something we haven't seen yet? I would assume Cam Spencer will be back in the starting lineup as your starting point guard, but I don't assume anything these days. So I'm intrigued when I get that notification of who the Grizzlies starting five is tonight.
I am too, and we'll see what happens. I guess Jitty started at center this last game. The Pelicans have more size.
Yeah,
so,
you can get away with it against the Hawks,
maybe,
but I'm not sure the same thing.
But even that didn't work. But we still lost. So
but it worked early.
I guess.
Like I don't think you were
they were up
punished
12
by
to
rolling.
1, but after that it was kind of
right.
Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. All right. Well, you ready for the snow?
Yeah.
You're from Denver. You're used to it.
It's so funny. My first few years here, I would get on a soapbox anytime there was snow or ice, and I'd say,
"You people,
what are you guys doing?" But now I've lived here long enough to understand that the roads, the driving, the situation, power lines, everything is serious. That's the real. I can survive being snowed in. I can survive, some ice. But the second power for everybody in this city becomes a thing. That's where we kind of sit on the precipice. But
MLGW, we're rooting for you.
And
we want the best.
Rooting on that Denver Nuggets plane after they play the Milwaukee Bucks. Their game is late tonight.
Yeah.
So 8:30 tip because they're on Amazon Prime. They're in Milwaukee. Record low cold day, I believe, in Milwaukee today, which that's a cold place. So you know that it was extra cold. And we'll see, do they fly out right after that game? Do they wait and see tomorrow afternoon? And then will we be sitting right here? As of now, of course, I want to be clear.
We'll be here Sunday. I'll be here.
The NBA will try to function.
If I have to walk here, I'll be here. Yeah, maybe it won't be on TV.
The Hornets game got moved up to noon tomorrow, so they're obviously aware of the weather. But everybody stay safe, stay warm.
Yeah, stay safe, stay warm. We'll take a quick break. You can catch Jessica on the radio channel on 92.9 and post game on the Double Post here on Grind City Media. We'll take a quick break. Joel Myers is going to join us on the other side of this. And they had men's eye cream, which I don't even know what this is.
This is so funny. You have no idea how funny this is.
Hold on. I do. It was $1. And I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. Let's see what it does. So this morning I put it on under my eyes.
It's for your, like the bags in your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing, and as soon as I put it on, my eyes, like you could see it. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? And my wife was like, do you have real issues? Like this is things women do forever.
Yes.
Women always, like every morning women do this. Like why men never do it? And I was like, well, I probably wouldn't do it all the time. I just wanted to see what it was like. Like, I'm not going to like tomorrow morning, Saturday, wake up and put on eye cream.
This is extremely
cringe,
happen. But I've done worse. I haven't used them yet, but I did not that long ago buy the strips that you put.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a little eye mask.
But do they work?
Yes, they hydrate your under eyes.
Do you wear those?
I do.
Up show here on Grind City Media. I'm with the most popular man in Memphis. I'm with the most popular guy in Memphis, Joel Myers.
Not really.
I don't know. You seem to know everybody. You're walking around shaking hands.
Decades later.
It's like you're running for mayor.
Well, in the old days, the Tigers were serious.
That's true.
When I was coming here in the old days.
Yeah.
And I was doing Metro Conference basketball when the office was in Clayton in St. Louis.
My first question to you is going to be, you've done college basketball, NBA, NFL. Right. You've done pretty much everything there is.
Unfortunately.
What's the secret to it, Joel Myers?
Enjoying the game.
That's
and don't take yourself too seriously.
Okay.
That's always been that way. I grew up a baseball fan like you.
Yeah.
When you grow up in St. Louis, you're a baseball fan.
True.
I think I peaked in 1964 when we beat the Yankees in 7, and we had the all-star infield of Kenny Boyer, Dick Grode, Julian Javier, and Bill White.
Yeah.
It was as good as it gets.
Hoot
was on the, come on, Bob Gibson, Tim McCarver, Bob Euchre, backing up Tim McCarver.
Wow.
And we got Lou Brock for Ernie Broglio.
That's amazing.
Not bad. So, it's all been downhill since 64.
Yeah, I know. Well, your other St. Louis, what is St. Louisian? I don't know how you say it. Rob
St.
Fisher.
St. Louisian.
Yeah, Rob's been going through it with the Cardinals the last couple
and I don't
years.
blame them.
So
they're not putting anything into the product.
So I also wanted to bring this up. This summer, I got a text message one night. And it said, I'm sitting at a restaurant with Joel Myers, and we're talking about what a piece of whatever you are. And it came from our mutual friend, Branford Marsalis.
Oh, I love him.
I hesitate to call Branford a friend because he's a troll. He's a debater. He's also one of the most incredible musicians that ever lived.
I just watched him.
Yeah, but
yes.
Branford and I were texting about the Pelicans going into the season. Big Pelicans fan.
He cares.
He said he thought if Zion was healthy, if he had some luck, this could be like a 45-win team. That hasn't happened because there's been a lot of injuries and things like that.
Yeah, but a couple of reasons why in particular. And by the way, Branford is not a good friend. He's a great friend.
Yeah, he's the best.
We eat meals together now. He moved back home
a couple
of years ago and he bought a classic old 100-year-old one of these wild 3 stories. And he puts in, for all of you that want to be musicians, he puts in hours every day of practice. So I just saw him. He texted me the other night. He was sitting in at the Pontchartrain. So I ran over there after our game.
I'll send him the clip of this.
Drown my sorrows. But he is an exceptional person besides being a brilliant musician.
Incredible.
Now, the problems with the Pels. Not enough three-point shooting. So teams game plan, and there's only one guy that's a lock as a three-point shooter, Trey Murphy.
Yeah.
So what they do is they run him off the line or they just bracket him. But they say, we're not going to let that guy beat us. So you don't have enough three-point shooting, and then you don't have your traditional lead that's going to get 10 or 12 assists a game. And that hurts. Drive, kick, in the paint, back out, and multiple touches. They're down 2 possessions against Detroit. 3-4 minutes to go.
Yeah.
They had 17 assists on 36 makes. ISO ball.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's hard to do it for 48 minutes.
It's tough.
Before I let you go get ready, because you got to go.
Don't let me go, whatever you do.
Last thing, Derek Queen's been awesome. And I don't know if a lot of people knew kind of the extent of his game coming out of college from last year. What have you seen from Derek Queen, and where do you see that he can kind of take this?
Right. First of all, I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I watch them when they come here.
Yeah.
I watch the tournament. But
I'm the same way.
On my nights off, I live on League Pass. I don't have a life. My life is the NBA. And what I love about him is that he had 8 assists in limited minutes last game because it wasn't a good matchup with Jalen Duren, an athletic big.
That's a tough one.
But he is so likable, so lovable. He is such a good teammate. Everybody has already embraced him. So he's going to be a fixture for a long time to come. He just turned 21. Jeremiah is a speed merchant. He just turned 19.
Wow.
And he's got a brilliant future ahead of him. He's got to see his teammates a little bit better, but he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He is really gifted. And then your second-round pick, Mike Peavy from Georgetown.
Yeah.
Good cover guy.
Yeah.
He's like Dyson Daniels was. You watch him, and man, does he move his feet. He doesn't reach.
Yeah.
He stays in front of his man. That's encouraging, too. Other than that, it's been just a great season.
That's great.
Yeah, just a great season.
Well, tonight's a great night because you're here and you've spent some time with me, so I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime.
And we'll take another break. We'll be right back on the warm-up show here on Grind City Media.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the warm-up show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang Whitaker alongside Dorian Ford, who's a student at Tennessee State in sports management. But you're a Memphis native, right? Like that's the most important thing we got to learn. There's been a whole bunch of Tennessee State students here today, all over the place, following people around, seeing how things go behind the scenes. What's it been like for you to kind of see behind the scenes of the Memphis Grizzlies?
It's been a very inspirational experience for me, watching all the faculty, networking with them. It's been amazing. Like, it's been very amazing.
So you grew up in Memphis, right?
Yes.
Who was your favorite Grizzly when you were growing up?
Tony Allen.
Oh, TA.
Yes.
Okay, the first team, Mr. All Defense. What about TA was endeared you to him? Endeared you?
His defense.
Okay, you like that?
Yeah.
Like the hustle. You can't knock the hustle. So, how did you go into sports management?
I got into sports management actually at the Soulsville Charter School, networking with the PT staff and stuff like that. They helped me get a foot in to Tennessee State, and working with my professor, Miss Ashley, she helped me, and she helped me grow my experience with Tennessee State and the sports management stuff.
And where do you hope this thing takes you? What's the dream job for Dorian Ford?
I hope to eventually work for a sports agency.
Okay.
Like the CAA, maybe. Whatever.
Do you care what sport? It doesn't matter.
Football, basketball, baseball, it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, like I told you earlier, like it's inspiring seeing you guys kind of starting out in this thing, and I think Mike and I both told you, like, however we can help, let us know, all right? And,
Thank you so much.
Just keep working, like that's the main thing. All right, Michael Wallace is going to come back in here now. Appreciate you hanging out.
Thank you so much.
Go tell Mike to get over here.
All right.
Thanks, Dorian Ford. One of the Tennessee State sports management students who's been with us all day. Michael Wallace is back.
All right now.
I told him
he getting love. He getting love.
I told him I was like, hey, if you need help, like, please call me and Mike, because like we're, you know. And I was telling a Bushery earlier from our community
engagement. Yep.
Nothing. I don't see Mike any happier than when we have like a big group of students here. Like that's your happy place when you're showing them around, showing them behind the scenes.
It is.
I don't know.
Man.
What is it about that to you that like kind of gets you fired up?
Man, it's like you and I have been in this game a long time, man. We've seen and we've talked to, like, I mean, you had one-on-ones with Kobe Bryant, right? Yeah. Like you had relationships with guys like that, me, LeBron, and all of these guys over the years. And so that's great for us to have, but we're at the stage of our careers now where it's more about what we can leave for others to take in. Like the next generation is coming up. And anytime, especially for me, coming from an HBCU like Grambling State University, I want to make sure that I'm intentional about opening those doors for other HBCU students that are coming through, because my path wasn't linear to get to this point, man. I had to take a lot of detours. And you know, I want them to know that they can get to the end of that tunnel, man, and the light is there. And that's why it's important for us to do these kind of things, man.
It's mentoring month.
Yes.
And I always tell people, like, a lot of doors got open for me from people who took the time to talk to me, give me advice, all that kind of thing. And I think you and I are always willing to try and give back.
Yes.
Also, like you said, we've had one-on-ones with Kobe and all that stuff. Like, at this point, like, there's not a lot left for me to do. I understand. Like, I've done a lot. One of the things I can do is, like, try to help the next group of
plant
people.
those seeds, man, for sure. Plant those seeds.
All right, we had a whole segment to get to, but I'm just, like, throwing it out the window. Let's just get ready for this game. Give me a matchup you're going to have an eye on tonight with the Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans.
I mean, Zion Williamson and Jaren Jackson Jr., right? No matter what these teams are going through, the Pelicans have the worst record in the West. The Grizzlies have been struggling, but you got two of the most dynamic fours that are healthy and playing tonight, right? So what is that matchup going to look like? Who's going to have the advantage? Usually Jaren gets the better of Zion. Zion can't really score over Jaren in the post from that standpoint. So I'm looking forward to that one more so than anything.
Yeah, Joel Myers was just saying one of the Pelicans' issues this year has been outside shooting. They don't have a lot of it. They do have some bigs, though, and the Grizzlies don't have a lot of bigs available tonight. So we'll see if the Grizzlies are able to take advantage of that from the outside, because we do have a lot of perimeter guys who are able to play, right?
Yeah, we do have a lot of perimeter guys. I mean, you got Cedric Coward, you got Jalen Wells, you know, you got Jitty, who's playing all over the place from that standpoint. We'll see what, you know, Javon Small is able to do if he's out there tonight, too. So, you know, it's going to be an intriguing game. The Grizzlies need to get a win. It's cold outside. We don't know what's going to happen for Sunday's game. Get back on the winning side, get some confidence, and see where it goes from there.
You going to make it here Sunday?
I am, man. I am. Hey, listen, we got secondary housing options downtown now. You're downtown. You're in Mud Island. So if the hotel they got reserved for me doesn't work out, I may come and stay on Lang's couch.
Yeah, that's cool. Ben and Doyle and I were saying we both have Jeeps.
That's true.
So, like,
yes.
And it kind of makes you feel more like a man. Like,
you still have your Jeep?
I still do.
Ah, Oh,
I got a new car, but my wife took the Jeep. So like,
okay, all right.
I was
got
like,
you.
hey, I'm going to need the car this weekend to get around and be able to get downtown.
No question, man.
The matchup I got an eye on tonight, I want to see what Jock Landale's able to do against these bigs for the Pelicans, because Missy's been good. And they've got some other
Derek
options.
Derek Queen's down
really
there.
Good. So Jock has been able to get some buckets lately.
And rebounds.
We'll see if he's able to put up another double.
One of my favorite young players in the league, man, Jeremiah Fears.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time I see him, I get more and more impressed.
Just turned 19, Joel said.
Yes, this guy's good.
All right, this game's also on WMC tonight on Channel 5, so if you want to watch it over there, you can, or on FanDuel. If you want to flip over to the radio, ESPN 92.9, and then post-game, make sure you listen in on FanDuel and on ESPN 92.9 or all the Grind City media platforms for the double post with John Roser, Jessica Benson, and Bennett Doyle. And I'm going to call in to give Roser a hard time like I do every
You can
single
sleep
show.
in and do the same thing. Just stay in. Just stay in and do it.
Just stay warm. All right, so for Jessica, for Dorian Ford, for Joel Myers, for Michael Wallace, I'm Lang Whitaker.